The 8th edition of the Blueprint newspaper public lecture impact series is holding today in Abuja. The event brings together stakeholders for discussions on national security and electoral integrity, alongside the presentation of the Blueprint impact series and awards of excellence. The Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, is among the dignitaries expected at the event, where participants are expected to examine practical responses to security challenges and ways to strengthen the electoral process ahead of the next election cycle. Our correspondent Chisom Okafor is live at the event and joins us now. Chisom, we know that the elections are fast approaching, and now is not the time to take you with levity. Can you bring us up to speed on what's happening at the Impact Lecture Series? What exactly is being talked about?
A lot is being talked about right now. The hall is filled with dignitaries, former governors, current governors, security, people from different security agencies. Of course, like you already mentioned, the General, the Minister of Defense, is in attendance as well, being represented by Major General Olufemi Akinjobi. And everybody is speaking in one voice. The coming 2027 elections and any situation that may mar it, especially security situation that may mar those elections. These are the discourse today, making sure that before it happens, that we are going to be ahead of it. And we're going to stay ahead of it. Now, I have the former Attorney General of Bauchi State here with me, Haruna Mohammed, who is also here being part of this conversation, who's going to speak to us right now on your thoughts on this discourse and as well the importance of it being part of this. So please let us know your thoughts on this and how important this is at this stage.
Thank you very much for having me. The issue of national security and the 2027 election, which is organized by this newspaper, would have come other than now. I may take Osho as a case study in respect of what is happening today and what we are taking may happen in 2027. We saw the build-up to the Osho state election before, during, and after. If there is no security, one, the scared will go away. If there is no security, those who are involved in the security officer them will not be protected. If there is no security, the issue of integrity of this election will be questioned. My likely cast our mind back to the 1993 election and the recent Osun State election. Before the election, there were issues of insecurity scaring away almost the whole voters. But you know what? The voters themselves have a role to play. They have to be very resistant. They have to tell the politicians that they own the votes and they cast the votes. And it is a democracy. It is the vote that counts, not the people, not the politicians themselves. Coupled with the issue of security, you realize that so much was deployed to Osun State for that election, just for one state. So when you talk about the 2024 election, I don't know whether we have that kind of resources to be deployed to each of the states, deployed to the 704 local governments in Nigeria. And that stands the issue of integrity of the election. And what we're advising is this: one, let us advertise the voters. Two, let us train those out of INET officers. Three, let INET undertake a due process in the conduct of elections. Let there be no intimidation. Let there be no compromise. Let there be no inducement. And let the security agents play their role as security agents. No matter who else is God, no matter who is committing a crime during the election or before or after, he should be arrested and brought to book.
All right. That is from Haruna Mohammed, the former Attorney General of Bauchi State, speaking on the importance of security and, of course, the 2027 elections. This was happening today, this particular event. And like I mentioned earlier, the Minister of Defense is here. We're heavily represented by the Major General Olufemi Akinjobi, and they mentioned that they're not just talking about security, like physical security, the police or the military being deployed. They're talking about even cyber attacks. So they're going to be going all out and dealing with all forms of insecurity, anything at all that may mar the upcoming elections come 2027.